Oh, fishing girl. THS Outdoors. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? We got Coconut, we got Carter, we got WP. What's up, everybody? Thanks for hopping on. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of wood on the ground there. I meant to get started on another bow tonight, but I did not. Uh-oh. Carter, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Let us know if there's anything we can do. And I mean that. Reach out on Facebook or something. We'll help you out with whatever we can. I apologize. Did I start on more bows? No, I was supposed to, but I didn't do it. I ran 4 miles after work today, so. Got a little lazy. Who we got? We got Alice in here. What's up? What's up? Cowboy, what's up? There we go. What's everybody up to on a rockin' Thursday night? Killed a decent buck. That's awesome. Did you you get it on film? You get pictures of it or anything? That's awesome. Congratulations. You got your bow today. Ben, what'd you get? Nice, TJ. Nice, nice, nice. Very nice. Ah, okay. That's awesome. Did you shoot it at all, Ben? You get out and test it out? Love the hunting boots. Oh, I didn't realize they were in the frame. Yeah, the muck boots. I don't have any complaints. They've been good to me. They keep my feet pretty warm. Standing on like a metal platform, you know, they inevitably get cold after a little bit. But some toe warmers in there and they're good to go. Oh, that hit another arrow. Do I hunt with a recurve bow? Yes. This is, I've taken 4 deer with this bow, and then I took 1 with the longbow this year. And there are still 3 days left of the regular season down in Maryland, 4 days left down in Maryland. I'm only going to be able to hunt 3 of them, but I did take off work, and I will be down there for the traditional archery season. Cowboy, I have not, and I can't speak for Tony. I'm not sure. It sounds familiar. He might have hunted that earlier in the season. I have to stop shooting that broadhead. We're going to tear this target up real quick. Nice, THS. That's awesome. You guys are getting it done late season then. Yeah, we tend to notice that kind of stuff, don't we? I don't know why. I have this like irrational like thinking where I feel like I need to get more arrows, even though I have more arrows than I know what to do with. It's in Elkton, Maryland. Cowboy, that really sounds familiar. Like Tony might have hunted there earlier in the season. I don't know why I have my bows organized like that. I do have my outside with Shive hat on. If you guys don't follow him, he's got a, it's like a wood splitting channel, but he does a whole lot of outdoor stuff on there as well. So you should check him out too. The only thing I don't like is I can't shoot with hats on. Like, and maybe if I can't the bow a whole lot, I could. Like, I just can't do it. The brim of the hat gets in the way. I don't know how some people shoot like that. With the compounds, it never bugs me, but with the recurves, it does. I don't know why. Oh, that sounded expensive. That was a good start. On the bright side, that one didn't have a light up knock, so you guys couldn't see that failure. That one was fine, though. I was right where I was aiming. I don't know. Sometimes I change my anchor point, thinking like it's going to be better if I get it closer to my face, and then I think I end up bringing it too far in, if that makes sense. I don't know. Zach, you're not kidding, dude. I do the exact same thing. I think especially like for any of the military members in there, like we all have a completely like irrational fear of being late to stuff. I don't know what it is. A little low. A little low. That's a rather weird comment, Frederick. I don't know. I'm not shooting good with the black hunter tonight. Just put that in. We don't even need that. Don't even need that in our life. Why lumens indoors? Just so you guys can see where I hit, Tyler. That's all. I was shooting okay. I just don't feel like I was shooting that good with it. I'm only at like, I don't know, I'm only at like 9 or 10 yards right now. I'm not super far. But I can tell you, this is the distance I need to practice in the off season, specifically from a tree saddle and shooting down. Just drinking some water today. Nothing crazy, unfortunately, but I have to take it easy. I'm going to a military school here real soon, and I gotta watch what I'm drinking. These are low in carbs, so they kind of work in the diet. Is that why the tire's flat? No, we got crazy on a live one day and shot the tire. It was nuts. Tyler, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. There we go. I don't know why. I just feel like I shoot better with this. Although I will get tired out a lot quicker shooting this bow. Bugs, you're not kidding. And I go through a lot of arrows. We need to get sponsored by like, not nocturnal. Honestly, like I've gone away from nocturnals. I'm using, you can see actually on my hunting arrows right here, I have the Halo Nox. I thought I had one out somewhere. I'll show you. I'll shoot one of them. And AJ, the water's okay. I pulled that a little. Yeah, I'm going to warrant officer candidate school here real soon. So, like I said earlier, like I ran, I don't know, 4 miles after work today. I've been getting after it. KY, you got to up your BB gun range, dude. You got to get on that. Madeline, what's up, what's up? I appreciate that, Zach. Yeah, double tap that screen, guys. Give me a like. Those arrows just fly so damn good. They're like lasers, man. Oh, between all the big name bow brands, are we talking compounds or are we talking traditional archery equipment? That's a great question. Everybody has their own style with that one too. And I don't think there's a wrong answer nowadays. Compound. So that's a hard one. I personally, I have an Athens Peak 38 compound. I love the bow. I've taken 14 deer in the last 2 years with it. It's a fantastic bow. Unfortunately, they went out of business, so I don't know if that's a relevant option anymore. It's down to Matthews or Hoyt. I've shot both of them. I really like both of them. I'd probably need to spend more time actually shooting them. But as of right now, I'd probably pick the Matthews just because I've shot Tony's enough to appreciate how quiet it is. The only thing I don't like about it is how heavy that bow is. I mean, just crazy heavy. Like the Peak 38 is it's a target bow. It's 38 inches, axle to axle. Like it's a big bow, and that weighs less than Tony's Matthews V3X or whatever he has. But I'm gonna go pull some arrows real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Tell me what your favorite bow is in the chat. And just remember, there's no right or wrong answer to what your favorite bow is, unless you say bow tech, in which case then you're probably wrong. I'm just kidding. Honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with any compound nowadays. I think they're all so just so advanced. Like it's hard to go wrong with any of them. All just comes down to preference. Now I need to remember I do have a broadhead on one of these before we go and stab ourselves. Yeah, no doubt. I had a Matthews Traverse before that, and I loved that bow. That was probably my favorite shooting bow. And if you do some research on them, they've been rated as some of the best compounds ever produced. I'll tell you what. Unfortunately, my first year deer hunting, I got that in the summertime, and then on the first day of Maryland season in the evening, I was using a draw line to pick it up, and I had the carabiner on there, and the carabiner got unclipped in the branches, and I watched my bow fall. Tony actually has it on video, and it's on the channel. You can see my face. I watched my bow fall like 20, 25 feet, and that was the end of the Traverse, so it is what it is. But I love that bow. It's still hanging on the wall. I can't get rid of her, even though she's broken. Have you ever tried bear? Tony has a bear recurve that I've shot, and it's very nice. I don't really like it too much just because there's a lot of finger pinch because I have a longer draw length. But, just like anything, like trad bows are pretty much all your preference, just like anything else. So, hello from Brazil. What's up? What's up? Thank you for joining us. Sadie Bidet is doing okay. She actually gave us a scare earlier. I thought she ate one of my daughter's toys, like a small little toy, and I was like, oh God. So I was afraid we're gonna have to do a rush visit to the vet tonight. That guy, what's up? What's up? There we go. That's a bullseye. It just occurred to me that I think the diamond is so worn out that I was aiming for the part of the target that's just worn out and not actually the diamond. But Anyway, like I was saying, like I really need to practice this in the summertime, shooting like 10 to 12 yards from the saddle and just shooting like straight down almost. You're on the school's archery team. That's awesome, dude. I think I remember you saying that, THS. Hello from Brazil. We're getting a lot of Brazilians in here tonight. That's cool. There we go. Hola. I don't know if that's the... I'm guessing they speak Spanish, or maybe they speak Brazilian. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not offending anybody by saying that and trying. Drake, the biggest buck I killed last year, I took a 118-inch 10-point. This year, I took 2 bucks, actually. The one was nothing crazy. He was like a 100-inch 8-point, nothing crazy, but I did it with the trad bow, so I was super proud of it. And then I took a mature buck. It was a 4.5-year-old buck. He had already shed his antlers. He weighed 209 pounds. And that was that. I took him with the trad bow too. I'm way more proud of that one. I actually have the hide from him in a pickling solution right now. Shoo! We're shooting lights out right now. Now, see, here's the problem. Anytime you shoot 3 in a row and you hit the target with all 3 shots, you know the 4th one's going to be a flyer. No, I've never accidentally hit my car. We did shoot the tire on it on a live, though. Somebody sent a very generous donation, and I was like, hey, that pays for the tire, so let's shoot it. Yeah, Drake, I'll tell you what, like, for those people who are out there in the live right now, if you're hunting with compounds and you're shooting 4 to 5 deer a year and you want to challenge yourself in another aspect, pick up a trad bow. It'll challenge you. It'll test you as a hunter. It'll test you as a person. I think I'm in the top part of that. I think we're good. 4 out of 4. Let's go. Okay, I gotcha. Pond people. Yep. Absolutely, I remember you. Mason, how do you like it? Have I ever shot a deer? Yeah, I've taken 4 deer with this bow alone. I chalk them up because I'm petty. It's not because I'm petty. I'm just different, and I like to do stuff differently. So, Walt, what's up, brother? How are you doing? YM, you broke your neck? How did you break your neck? Nick, why you gotta be like that? If one of my moderators could go ahead and take care of Nick there and make sure he doesn't see our channel again, I would appreciate it. We were having a good night, and then silly people got to come in here and ruin it. A car wreck? Good Lord. Well, that is not good. Are you in the hospital, or are you back home kind of recovering? I imagine you'd be in the hospital with a broken neck, but I'm really not sure. That guy, yes. I actually hunted with a crossbow towards the end of the season here. It was the second to last day of Pennsylvania season, and I sat down with my ghillie suit in a pretty open field, just like waist-high CRP, and I just sat there because I knew deer were going to come out, but there were no trees to get in. And then, right around 4:30, 30 minutes before dark, all the deer came piling out. I had one come in to like 10 to 12 yards, and I did not shoot it. So I had a really great opportunity when the deer was at 20. I actually had a stellar opportunity when the deer was at 30, and I picked the crossbow up, and I was looking through the scope, and I'm like, it doesn't seem right. The deer just looked further away than I knew it was because I pre-ranged everything. And I didn't end up shooting. And then she came into 20, and she picked her head up, and she was looking at a car going down the road, like further past, about 150 yards past the field I was hunting in. And I went to turn the camera, and then by the time the car had passed, I didn't have a shot opportunity at that point. I spent my time turning the camera instead of taking the shot. So, and then she came in. Unfortunately, she put her head down, and she picked her head back up. And at that point, I knew she had winded me. And that was that. She spent the next 2 minutes trying to find me, and eventually she did. Yes, I can't say we only hunt public land. I do have access to some of the farms around here through the Pennsylvania Red Tag program. It's like an agriculture assistance program where, you know, farmers have crop damage from deer and then you're allowed to go hunt them. That being said, only one of my deer this year has come from that, and the other 4 have all been public land. All of Tony's deer this year were public land, and the 14 deer I shot, or the 10 deer I shot in the last 2 years were all public land. Tyler, great question. So I do what's called gap shooting, right? I draw back and I'm using the tip of the arrow to aim. When I'm this close, I have a set tip on distance, right? My tip on distance with this particular setup is 18 yards, which means if I point the tip of the arrow at the target at 18 yards, that's right where it'll impact. So here I'm aiming about 3 inches low. Take out one of the beer cans. We'll see. We'll see. Shibe has got it done on public land this year. It is a Pontiac G8. That was a bad shot. I rushed that. Yeah, Shibe got it done. What'd you smack down? 2 or 3 deer on opening day this year, Shibe? Opening day rifle. You put a hurting on them, including a very, very nice mountain buck in Pennsylvania. Yeah, so 5 deer. All of your deer were off public land, right, Chad? Like, and it's crazy to me because so many people want to be like, oh, after rifle season, there's no deer in the woods and blah, 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 blah. All the deer were killed. And from a statistical standpoint, they're not wrong. By the time rifle season is over, 98% of the deer that will be harvested are harvested already. Only about 1 to 2% of the deer harvest happens in late season, the flintlock season here in Pennsylvania, or late archery. Yeah, but I can tell you from mine and Tony's experience this year, we saw more deer in the late season than the rest of the year combined. I mean, just a crazy amount of deer in the late season. And, you know, it's a little easier because they're herded up. In that sense, it's easier to see deer, I think. It's not easier to harvest them, though, I'll tell you that. It is not easier to harvest them at all. I had a lot of really, really great shot opportunities that I blew. And I'm talking like I had deer that were 10 yards behind me in the middle of a snowstorm. Tony drove by, and he knew where I was hunting, and he saw these deer 10 yards behind me. I got up to walk out, and I saw the tracks, and I was like, wow, that's unfortunate, you know? Is it true that's more fun to hunt with a bow? Brady, it's more intimate. It certainly is. It'll get your heart pumping. For sure, for sure. That was a little high. And then if you're really looking for a challenge, pick up a trad bow, either a recurve or a longbow. And it'll give you a reason to practice every day. Commodore! Yeah, she needs some love. I got to work on her a little, Zach. There we go. Brady, I've missed a handful of times this year, but I've never hit something that I did not want to. I've been super fortunate. I missed, well, let me rephrase that. I missed clean misses on deer. I've had 3 times this year with the trad bows, and all of my misses were super up close. I'm talking within 12 yards. And it's because it's such a hard angle when you're shooting straight down on the deer. And with the compound, it's not bad. And I think it's a very ethical shot. With the trad bows, I would say it's probably not. But I did hit the biggest buck of my life this year, and I did not recover that animal. Unfortunately, it was a straight down shot. The video's on the YouTube. We'll post everything for you guys. You know, we post our successes, but we post the failures as well. And I was in a really rough state for about a week there. Carter, thanks for hopping on. I'll see you later, man. And it's one of these things like looking back on, like, do I ever rifle hunt? No, Brady, I've never rifle hunted. I, this year during rifle season, I took the flintlock out twice, and that was the closest I got to rifle hunting. THS, that's what's up, man. What'd you get? Yeah, this is what I'm going to start working on. That's going to be a bow. Is it hard to start archery? No, it's easy to start. It is certainly hard to master it. And I use that term loosely because I don't know if we ever do. Reed, what's up? What's up? THS, that's probably an awesome shooting bow, dude. Bear is a very, very reputable brand, and people collect them and shoot them from 40 years ago. There's a lot of people who are only after some of the older Bear bows to collect and shoot. So, bow, cool, or crossbow? I don't discriminate. Whatever you want to use that's legal, I encourage you to get out in the woods and start hunting some deer, What are the deer wearing? Kevlar? Why not use your standard hunting knife? If I could get close enough, Jebediah, I probably would. There we go. And I'll tell you what, there's times where I feel like I probably could have gotten close enough. So if it were legal, don't threaten me with a good time. That guy, fixed or mechanicals? So on a compound, I run a heavy arrow. I run a 580 grain arrow, which is pretty heavy for a compound, and I always run mechanicals. The reason being is I don't shoot towards the pocket as much. I don't try to take heart shots. I aim back a little bit, and I aim double lung / liver. It's just a safer shot. If the deer ducks, like, you're not going to hit shoulder. The back of the body moves less than the front of the body. I'm a double lung guy. I like staying back a little bit, and those mechanicals give me the confidence to just destroy everything. I mean, it's a 2-inch cutting diameter, That, and Tony and I both have had experiences where we've punched through shoulder bones like nothing. Tony's done it on 2 bucks now, and I've done it on multiple does. If you're running a heavy arrow setup with your compound, mechanical or fixed blade, you're going to blow through that shoulder. And that's what I truly believe. It's not a BMW, Rob. Pontiac G8 GT. Cristiano. Hug from Brazil. Thanks. So is the car sold? No, the car is not sold yet. Bugs, I did not see that you had 50 subscribers. Congrats, man. Real soon, you'll be able to go live, too. Actually, I think 50 is the requirement to go live. You just got to verify it then. Yes, I do own a crossbow. Like I was saying, I hunted with it late season, and I should have had a deer with it. But I did not execute well. I was hunting from the ground in a ghillie suit in an open field. And so I didn't do what I had to do. Otherwise, I would have taken a deer home that night. You shot and missed a deer with the bow. Well, look, if it was a clean miss, like, there are worse things in life. A clean miss is always what you want. It sucks, but it's a learning curve, and it's a hard learning curve hunting with a bow. People, I don't know, some people just act like they're God's gift to hunting, and they go out and they never make a bad shot. But I can promise you, if you do it long enough and you see enough deer and you shoot at enough deer, it is absolutely going to happen to everybody. I have experienced it. Last year I had a deer that we didn't recover. And this year I had a deer with the trad bow, of course, but that I took a bad shot on and I didn't recover. So, I feel you. The clean misses are a sigh of relief once you've had a couple of them. Scott, what's up? What's up? How are you doing? Oh, good. They pushed deer, pretty boy again. That's great, Lee. I just, dude, I can't. Well, it is legal, but I just can't get behind it from an ethical standpoint. I think pushing deer in an archery only area is just the craziest thing you can do. But that's my opinion. Like I said, as long as they're not breaking any laws, I can't do anything to stop them. I will say, when I've been there and they're driving deer, they're never wearing orange, and it's a requirement, right? Well, I guess right now it's not. That's only during rifle season. So, you know what? I'm wrong. I am wrong on that. How many knocks you got on your bow now? I only got 4, TJ. And it should be more than that. If I miss anybody in the chat, I apologize, guys. It's moving pretty fast, and I'm turning off knocks and doing a bunch of other stuff. It's too late to apologize. Uh-oh, I see Alice going off. Don't piss off Alice, guys. Don't piss off Alice. Backwoods, it's all good, brother. Happy to have you here. Lee, see, here's the thing. It makes it better for you, but it doesn't make it better for me, and I'm hunting down there the next, 3 days. Nah, SoCal, this is my same old Sam McSage clone, knockoff, whatever you want to call it. I'll tell you what, I haven't bought a new bow in I don't know. It's been like a month and a half or 2 months, so I'm kind of getting antsy, you know. Have I gone to Afghanistan? No, I have not. I don't think there's many troops left in Afghanistan. I think most of the Middle East currently is Kuwait, and I think there's still some in Iraq. Yeah, we're thinning out over there. Fortunately, I guess there's some in Israel right now too. I got to start walking that arm better. I'm doing a bad job of that, but I'm getting tired right now too. SoCal, I actually get to hunt with the agriculture tags I have. I can hunt up until April 15th. It's crazy. THS, well, tell your dad I said thank you. It is not great. You know, I know a lot of people who have been over in the Middle East, especially during the height back in 2008, 2009, and it was not great. A lot of them came back with PTSD. A lot of them don't talk about it, you know, and that's probably the biggest thing. And there's not really anything you can do to make them talk about it. But I'll tell you what, it's kind of crazy how I've had I'd call them acquaintances. They're not even really friends, but just because you're veterans, they'll open up and they'll talk to you about stuff. It's crazy. So, you know, all you can do is just kind of be there for them if they want to talk. Yeah, THS, I believe it. That was a really, really bad time to be over there. So I'm sorry. I know I missed a couple questions in here, guys. If you just want to type them again, I'll try and answer them. I apologize. My biggest buck was 118-inch 10-point last year. So this is only my 3rd year hunting, but I did take 2 bucks this year. I'm doing pretty good with the trad bow. So yeah, that's about that. My MOS, Cowboy. So currently I'm a 92 Yankee, which is unit supply. I work up in a property book office. And in about a month here, I go to candidate school, and then I will be a 920 Alpha, assuming I make it through. Man, those arrows are fast. I love them. SoCal, that's always how it works. That is always how it works. You know, it's funny because like if you just go for a hike or something, they'll just pop up at like 20 yards. They'll stand there and they'll stare at you. And it's like, man, if I had a bow in my hand, it would never happen. Cowboy, I'm feeling confident, dude. Like I haven't been doing a lot of the lives lately. I've been getting right with the Lord and doing some PT, you know. So that's where I've been. I've been trying to wrap some stuff up around the house before I go. I've been busy. I know Tony's been kind of doing the same thing. So he's out of the military. He's not going to school or anything, but he's been hunting really hard. He's been just been doing stuff with the family. You know, by this point in the season, like the family's kind of burnt out of us never being home too, you know. So Preston, what's up? What's up? Let me go. You know what? Yeah, I'll go pull these. We'll go pull these arrows. Soko, that's awesome. I love seeing some local people in here. We appreciate it. We've got a handful. Bugs is local to us. There's another one, Erie Adventures. They're pretty. I mean, when I say local, I mean pretty much anywhere in Pennsylvania. You know, we're all within a 3-4 hour drive of each other. SoCal, you're not kidding. That would be a perfect place to practice from. It's funny because I've actually thought about trying to hunt from some telephone poles just because they'd be so easy to get up. The target's not homemade. Let me see. These two targets are not. The backstop is. So my neighbor was talking, and he thinks that Tony and I should go to the Harrisburg like outdoors show, and I guess they've got like a big 3D shoot that they do there, and he thinks we should compete in it with the recurves. I don't know if that will go well for us. In fact, I know it won't because there's a lot of people that do it, but it might be good publicity. We might get to meet some people. That was a horrible shot. I'm getting tired. I'm shaking. Let's do this. Let us do this. Once the muscles start getting fatigued, it's a great time to pull out the black hunter. SoCal, that's awesome. There was just a big traditional archery exhibit up in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and I was just there a couple of years ago for a school at Fort Custer, and I really wish I could have gotten up there, but the timing is just horrible for me right now. So maybe next year, but I can guarantee you, Tony and I will be at ETAR this year. Like, we are going to do everything in our power to make it to ETAR this year and start to mingle with the traditional archery community. Puff Daddy, that's awesome. With where I work, I have access to a lot of like used pallet wrap, so I pretty much just took a box spring for a bed and shoved pallet wrap down in it. In Grayling, Michigan. I didn't even know there was a festival up there. When is that, SoCal? Because I would be down to go there. I love Grayling, Michigan. That is, if I wasn't living where I live now, I would live up in Grayling. There's a military base right there. They hire a bunch of civilians. I could get a job as a civilian up there, or I could stay in the Army and work up there. The fishing up there is incredible. The Au River is like what dreams are made of for people who like brown trout fishing. That was really high. Why was that so high? I have to actually weigh these Link Boy arrows. Like they're good, cheap arrows, but I really think some of the weights are pretty off on them. It's in May. Oh, that's like perfect timing for fishing too. And then that one was low. I don't understand. If the winters weren't so harsh, I'm pretty sure I could convince my wife to live up there too, which would be awesome. That's probably the big thing that's actually stopping me. You know what? Let's just break out this bad boy while we're at it. Break out the old longbow here while we're at it. It's the other thing. I think next year, I might get a lower poundage longbow. I think because I'm drawing almost 50 pounds with this, and I think it just really hinders me. You know, and it doesn't really give me the ability to shoot a whole lot without getting super fatigued. But like, I just shot that like pretty much instinctual. I'll shoot split finger instinctual with this, and it's just something else. After I missed a deer though, late season here, I decided to just go back to the recurve and use that. I have this tendency to like pull my shots left with this, and I'm not really sure why that is. No, I do not shoot Mongolian at all. I have looked into it, you know, getting the thumb release and then getting a bow for it, but I do not as of right now. Do we shoot the broadhead or do we not shoot the broadhead? Rooster, I haven't done a live. I don't think Tony and I have even done a live in the last 2 weeks. We have been slacking. So you haven't missed anything, but I appreciate you stopping in tonight. Don't shoot the broadhead. I'm already doing it. It's already knocked. It's just so quiet, and it's a fast shooting bow. Crazy. I need to hunt with this, but I think I'm gonna get a different one, and I'm gonna drop the poundage down. I'm gonna go like 30 or 35 pounds, and then that'll be my hunting bow. Because I overdraw, I add poundage fast. So 30 pounds will actually put me at about 37. So this right here is the San Lito Royal X8. This whole bow comes in a package, and it'll run you about 140 bucks for the bow. It has a really good Flemish twist bowstring on it. It comes with the silencers. It comes with a shooting glove, not this one, but it does come with a shooting glove, and it comes with arrows and a wrist guard. It's a great deal if you're looking to get into traditional archery. Just start super light. Start 30 pounds or less. Yeah, and I did take the one big buck I took this year was with this bow. I have no complaints. This is an awesome bow. My issue is just me, and I need to shoot it more, and I got to shoot out of the saddle more. Where would I take a bow for maintenance? I would take it to an archery shop. For us locally, oh, that's good. Crack it off the wall. For us locally, I go to Swatara Creek Outfitters. It's pretty much the only place I go to. Other than that, yeah. So a saddle is a different way of climbing a tree. If you look up like hunting tree saddle online, you'll see what it is. So it's basically like a lineman setup for what they use like climb telephone poles. It's like that, except we use it to climb trees instead. So the nice thing about it is it's super versatile. You can get up into pretty much any tree. You're not restricted like a climber. They're fantastic for people who are hunting public land and they want a light setup. Yeah, it did smack off the wall. I'm a little rough on my bows. When I get my Damon Hallett, I will not be rough on that bow because it's a beautiful bow, but I don't know how much I'll even hunt with the thing just because it's so expensive. So, yep. But yeah, so I'll probably shoot like another group and then we'll start winding it down for the night. Bentley, what's up? What's up? Thanks for hopping on. All right, let's pick. We're gonna pick the diamond on the right hand side there. For you guys, it might be the left hand side. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm about 2 inches up into the left of where I was aiming. Like I said, like I have a tendency to just pull left with this bow. I don't know why I do that. I just do. I don't know. Some people say like canting the bow helps. I can't. I think I would still pull it left. I don't know. Maybe I got to turn. Maybe I turn away from the target a little more. Who knows? My issue is like in a hunting scenario, like I don't always have that luxury of, okay, let me get a perfect shot. You know, let me wind up perfectly in line with the target. You know, sometimes in the saddle, I'll be sitting there, the tree's right here, and I got to shoot down this way. So it's, you know, it's awkward angles, and that's one of the things that I don't necessarily like about this. I'm still left. I'm still left. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That's not where I was aiming. We'll try canting. We'll see if that helps at all. Well, that was way higher than I was aiming, but that's probably because of an anchor point thing. Yeah, and you know what? Like I said, like the poundage, like 48 pounds is just too much. Like I'm a big guy, but like to shoot this bow more than 3 or 4 times is just, it's too much. And after I've been shooting the, you know, my 43 pound bow, it's a lot. So at this point I should probably just put it down, but here I am. Guys, I'm sorry if I missed anything in the chat. I apologize in advance. It's moving and I have been shooting and not paying attention, so don't hate me. Corey, what's up? What's up? But that time I shoot it perfectly. Like sometimes I think it's just a matter of like getting back. I think I'm short drawing like half an inch, and then I think if I get it back that extra half an inch, I'm good to go. I don't know. Who knows? This is like one of these things where like, I think even if you are a very proficient archery shooter, just like getting a coach and working through some stuff, like it just, I don't know. I've thought about it a lot. And I don't think I'm a bad shot by any means, you know. Philip, thank you. I appreciate it. Cobe, I hope that's your name. All the bows I have here tonight, I purchased off of Amazon. And all of them were less than $150. They're a great way to get into traditional archery if that's what you want to do. If you're looking to get a compound, you know, even if you're not looking to get a compound, I think going to your local archery shop, like Ben said, and testing bows out to find what you like. Because any bow nowadays, and even like older bows, like they kill deer. Like, you know, they all work for a hunting scenario. You gotta find out what you like and go from there. TJ, I appreciate it, but sometimes confidence has nothing to do with it, and I just need to see the mistakes I'm making, you know. And from the standpoint of where I'm at now, just shooting on a live, it's hard to do. That's why I said, like, getting a coach is not a bad thing. Even the best shooters in the world have coaches, you know? And I pulled that so bad right at the end there. I just got locked in. We're putting that down. I'm tired. Can't do it. But anyways, guys, I think that's probably a wrap for me tonight, unless anybody has any extra questions here. I know I'm a little short of an arrow, an arrow. No, backwoods, I have not. I've been slacking, and I need to go do that, but I've been so busy, like prepping for the military school I'm going to, and just like PTing and then getting stuff caught up around the house. Like I haven't done it, so I need to get on that soon before they're gone. SoCal hit the nail on the head there. You know, if you're getting a compound and you're new to compounds, they're not necessarily the easiest thing to tune. I am by no means good at it. So having a shop do it for you where they work with hundreds of bows a year, if not thousands, is probably the way to go. Downrange, congratulations, man. That's awesome. That's a huge accomplishment. Anybody else on the channel, go check out Downrange too. Give him a subscribe. Max, I'm doing all right. But anyways, guys. Yeah, Bugs, you're not wrong. But I really like a perfect like side on angle if I'm gonna do that. Like sometimes the back and front are helpful too. Don't get me wrong. But the side angle helps me a lot. So, but anyways, guys, I appreciate all of the comments tonight. Thank you for hopping on, and I will catch you guys next time, hopefully soon.